I have no idea how this is gonna go because my camera is completely out of battery. I don't know where the battery went. I went to Best Buy for 3 to 4 hours trying to find a new battery and it's the wrong one. So I'm taking matters into my own hands and I'm gonna do this on my phone. Let's see how it goes. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be about a skin tightening treatment I got when I was in Phoenix. So I got this done a while ago. I went to Phoenix December of 2021. I got done at Billie Sculpting. They have a ton of different treatments, from fillers to sculpture to Botox to weight loss supplements. They literally have it all. It's crazy how much stuff they have, and they have really competitive prices, which I know is something a lot of you guys are concerned about. You know, things can be expensive, and if you're doing something aesthetically, it's good to do your research and to know where your money is going to be best spent. This was a radio frequency treatment using heat. I will provide my honest feedback. I got these treatments done. I went in for a consultation. They told me from the get-go it was going to be about 12 treatments is what they said initially. Now, as I got going, they decided to do less than that and move the treatments over to my stomach, to a different body area part, so that I didn't just waste the treatments. But I did get these planned out ahead of time. So if you guys are doing something like this, you need to schedule them a week out. You can't be going like a month in between treatments. That's just not gonna work as far as building collagen and firming and toning your skin up. Make sure you've got your calendar ready. Appointments go quick, as with any clinic doing aesthetics. So you wanna make sure you're doing it right and you're having enough time in between treatments. It really doesn't hurt, and I'm gonna have Vicky give you guys the rundown of the treatment. She can explain it a little bit better than I can, and a little bit more thoroughly, so you guys will get all your questions answered by her, courtesy of Vicky. By the way, Vicky's awesome. Definitely try to see her if you can, if you're in the area. She's really sweet and knowledgeable and will help you guys out to get the body you want. Before we get started, make sure you guys like and subscribe this video so you don't miss out on any of my future videos in the future. Duh. You're gonna want to stick around to the end because I'm gonna give my final rating of this procedure. It was a long and timely procedure that I got done. I'll let you know if I think it's worth it for you guys to invest in and spend your time on, and all the nitty-gritty details. Oh wow, my nose looks really bad. I did this procedure and it's I look like Rudolph in January, so this is great. Anyway, I'm getting a procedure done that I've been wanting to get, honestly, for a while now. I feel like this is so distracting. Growing up, had a lot of issues with weight fluctuations, which was fine at the time, I guess, but now that I've gotten older, I'm dealing with loose, saggy skin. I've got some pictures to show you specifically where. Main issue is my underarms, and I may be treating my stomach later. I'm gonna see how this treatment goes, but I'm here at Billie Sculpting. This is not sponsored or anything. I was looking at a number of plastic surgeons, both here in Arizona and back home in Iowa. Everybody I talked to said they couldn't do the treatment, which was like fine. I actually later realized that was a bit of a blessing because I didn't want to have to deal with scarring and anesthesia and like, hey dad, can you pick me up? Obviously you can't drive by yourself after something like that. And a lot of them said I couldn't get it done because, again, if you look at these photos, there's not really any fat. It's specifically just loose skin. So I was like, okay, this is actually great because loose skin removal is insanely expensive, and I didn't have enough of it. I didn't lose like 200 pounds and needed to get like 4 to, I don't know, 8 inches off. So I checked it out where they do non-surgical skin tightening, and I found this place. I really like that they have different options as well. I am going in to do the Thermalift, which is basically using heat to tighten the skin. This is virtually painless, and they have really great prices. I feel like it's better getting this done here in Arizona because there's so many places that have different options for these treatments, so they have to competitively price themselves. Back home, they don't even do this treatment, so if that tells you anything. Anyway, I'm gonna go in, check into my appointment. Here is the outside of the location. The palm trees look pretty nice. This is in Phoenix in a little strip mall, so pretty easy to find, lots of parking. And just to let you guys know, they do have a bunch of specials going on, so if you've got other areas you want to treat, they can treat you for that.
This is all for skin tightening and to rebuild your collagen and your elastin fiber.
Vicky, so she's gonna give us the rundown of what the treatment's called, how it works, who's a good candidate, what she's doing for me right now. All the little details, go for it.
This is radio frequency with high heat therapy, so high intensity heat. This is going to actually lift and tighten her skin. This one will also melt fat if you do it an intense amount of time, but you don't have any fat to melt, so it's not gonna really do that to you, but it's gonna lift and tighten your skin and also build your collagen and elastin fibers and put that back into your skin. So we're working on tightening up the loose skin that she has, which I know everybody's looking and going, she has none.
No.
It's a part on her arm that bugs her, so we're working on it, and this is working. It is definitely gonna work to her advantage. It gets hot, it's very hot, so we have to make sure that we're mindful of the heat temperature and how long we keep it on her. So this is a 6-prong. I'm gonna use a 6-prong in this area. You can use a flat head for a bigger surface, which I'll use on her tummy. But we're gonna go ahead and do this and start now, and I'm probably gonna start her on a 5. So I'm doing arms, 10 minutes, and we'll start her on a 5. And here we go.
And typically this treatment most people do on their stomachs,
legs, even to tighten the skin on their legs. Usually we do this in conjunction with other modalities such as a UC or iLipo, just depending upon everybody's body is different. So we want to make sure, their goals, what they're trying to achieve. So all these work in conjunction together, but right now with her, we're just working on skin tightening.
And as far as treatments go, how many do people normally
Everybody's it's gonna vary on every single person, depending upon how much skin tightening they need, how much fat they need to lose. So you have to come in for a consult, and then we can go ahead and determine what you're actually gonna need.
And then you guys will list that out based on how many treatments. Because somebody who's 50 is gonna have different skin than someone who's 20.
Totally, because you start losing the elastin fibers and your collagen, it starts depleting, so you need more of these probably. And you also should always take collagen.
That's never a bad thing.
Put the collagen powder in your water. Water is key.
And you just have to move around really fast because it gets really hot. Like, I don't feel it too bad, but I can definitely notice certain areas where it hits a little harder. And then we go crazy with the ultrasound cream. Is there a technical name of that?
It's ultrasound gel, yeah. This is to protect the skin, and this is so that it can glide on your skin and keep it from burning you.
Yeah, so it will get red, but as far as like actual burning, I haven't experienced that, and I don't think I will, which is good. Which honestly, I think it feels nice because I'm always cold, so the heat doesn't really bother me. Like, this is way better than if you did like cool sculpting on it. That hurts so bad.
I can't speak to cool sculpting just because I don't do it, so I'm not gonna say anything negative or positive because I don't know about it.
Oh, and these treatments, you need to space them out a week, correct?
Yeah, you should do these a week out. It gives that skin tightening time to tighten, and it helps to rebuild that collagen and elastin fibers. It works over time.
And then how long do the results last? How long till you see results?
Up to 18 months. Depends on everybody's skin. I mean, the younger you are, the better, the longer and better it's high.
No, like the more it's gonna hold up. Yeah. What should you be doing or avoiding before and or after each treatment?
No coffee before, and you should wait for coffee an hour after if you're gonna have it after your treatment, and don't eat an hour before and an hour after your treatments.
So we just need a 1 hour window between those things. Pretty easy. And then each session takes about
20, 10, 10, 10, 10.
So each arm gets 20. Yeah. And is that standard even for stomach and back of thighs?
You never want to do more than 10 minutes at a time on each side. So you want to break it up.
Just because it gets too burned and stuff.
And this is a small area. We don't want to burn you.
Yeah, that would be bad.
See, I'm going to keep putting gel on you just because it's such a small area. But this is getting you red.
We go through a lot of gel.
Yeah, you can see it's totally turning her red, which is tightening the skin and bringing out that
But it's not painful. Like, if anybody's worried about pain, it's not.
It's not invasive.
It's like a 1 if you have to put it at something.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna burn you if, like, it hurts, you gotta tell them it hurts. But if it doesn't, then, like, you're also fine too. So that's variable.
I marked her as well, so I can see the areas that I'm really working on.
But you wouldn't use this brush head for other areas?
You can. Typically? It depends on how loose the skin is. But this is a smaller area. So this is easier to keep this in that area without being a flathead and burning you. But on a lot of stomach areas and stuff, it just depends on how loose the skin is.
So could you use this around like the knees?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
Yeah.
So different attachments for different body parts.
But it just depends on the person and the area. This is just good because it gets in there and I can stay longer on the skin because it's not quite as intense on the skin a flathead. So I'm just trying this.
It kind of reminds me of something. I can't think of what it is.
But it's getting you red.
Yeah.
Which we want.
I feel like it's working more 100%. Like there's times where you've done it before or someone else has and it's like, okay, I'm not feeling anything, but
we just have to get the right.
It's truly custom.
Yeah, to every person. And you have to really look at the person, and that's where you're going in and looking at each person's situation and saying, okay, I mean, you're coming to me for the knowledge, so I'm gonna do everything I can to give you the best knowledge and to do the best thing for you.
And Vicky knows everything, so if you come here, ask for Vicky. I'm gonna let her finish up, keep burning me, and we're gonna see how this progress goes week by week.
Doing that to yourself. You drive me crazy.
I am, but like
you're so brutal to yourself.
The self-tanner I've been using is terrible. Like I put it on my face and it's all blotchy. Now with the before and afters, I'm a little bit disappointed. As much as I liked the place and as much as I liked Vicky coordinating everything and the place itself and all the employees, I am really disappointed with my results. I feel like it may have been better if I had just removed the skin and maybe found someone who could do that for me. It was still pretty costly, you know, it did cost me a few $1,000s and I was really hoping to see a big difference. I noticed a little bit difference from the beginning, obviously, but it wasn't a great enough difference that I would probably recommend it. Now, they do say arms are the hardest areas to treat, so if you guys are looking to tighten up your neck, or your face, or your stomach, I would recommend those areas much more before doing your arms. I'm regretting it just a little bit because, I don't know, I think I was desperate and didn't really have any other options and was just really sick and tired of looking at my lobster neck under my arms. So while they are better, they're not really where I want them to be, so I might try to see if there's other therapies out there, like, well, I don't know, I'm gonna have to look and do some research on it, but I do think this is really great if you guys have minimally loose skin, not as much as I do. Find someone who can do a package for you and make sure you guys can schedule them back to back to back. You want to make sure the treatment's working as much as possible. So for me, I would give this treatment, because I like to rate things, a 3 out of 10, just because it wasn't what I anticipated. I thought, you know, spending all this time and spending all this money would give me some phenomenal results, but I'm just a little disappointed, and the whole money thing's bugging me a little bit. If I'd spent money and it was a 10 out of 10 or even a 7 out of 10, I wouldn't, you know, feel remorse about it, but I do unfortunately feel a little bit of remorse. However, if you guys have any questions about the treatment that I didn't tap on, or just have questions in general about aesthetics, let me know. I will try my best to answer them. And with that, I shall see you guys next time. Bye.